Hi guys, welcome to another market news and updates. If we look at the market right now, it looks pretty good, though we have been having a lot of resistance. There's a lot of factors coming into play right now. So without any waste, let's jump into today's details. First thing first, like always, we're gonna jump into our greed and fear index. We can clearly see we're back at 21. Yesterday we were at 23 because we just had that little upside that brought us 39,600. We got rejected from there. Now we're back into those levels. So if we jump into 3 months, we can clearly see a lot similarities coming into play here. We went up, came down, and the most important thing is something similar like this is happening here as well. So that looks very good for us. That's what exactly we want in the market. We jump into crypto bubbles, look a lot better today. Things are looking a lot brighter for crypto bubbles today. So we're gonna jump in and see what we can expect from a lot of bubbles today as well. So AR looking very good, had a very good upside from 27 to about 31, about 13% upside in a single day. If you look at Zcash is becoming very popular right now as regulation and certain prime ministers presidents are going against crypto, then privacy tokens are going to be performing really well in these times. We look at Atom as well. Atom had a downside of about $27, is now trading around $29. Looks all right, and obviously we can expect a lot of sideways movement like I discussed yesterday as well. We jump into Luna had a very bad downside, came down about 76, and right now it's trading in these regions as well. If we go into 1 hour, we can clearly see it's still around $79, though we did expect something like that, and I even showed you a chart yesterday that we can expect it to build some kind of support in these zones. If we get into AVAX, we can clearly see AVAX also had a very similar downside. From 76 went to $70, and even if we go in 1 hour, we can clearly see it's just trading below $73, about 72.99. So things look all right, nothing to really worry and be concerned. We do know whenever we have a red day, we're gonna be followed by a very good green day very soon. And today is that green day, not the upside we would likely want to have in the markets, but something is better than nothing, and that's how we are gonna move forward in these markets as well. One of the biggest contenders we had this day has to be BRISE token source to new high after the official launch of Jared chain. Crypto markets are down, but that's not stopping BRISE price from tacking on a near 1000% gain. So we can clearly see that if you want to get into any BRISE token, best place for that has to be gate.io. So if you look at the chart very closely here, we can see that it started recently, had a very good upside from sec 15th, and then we can clearly see it has been sideways, and then boom, it became a rocket here, performed really well, and it's also been sideways in these regions now, kind of building a new support here. So looks very good. Even if I like to jump in 1 hour, things are looking all right, nothing to worry much because we went down, reconfirmed this as a support, and are kind of building a bull flag as well right now. So BRISE is gonna definitely be a winner in a very long and short term right now. So if you do want to get BRISE, the best place for you to get BRISE has to be gate.io. Just click in the link given in the description below, join gate.io, and if you want, you can use my refer link as well. So now we can jump into the news. If you look into the news, there's been a lot of action for us in the news. Clearly, news में बहुत कुछ चल रहा है lately, but everywhere and all across the market. So if you look at Dow ends more than 10% from January for record high, clearly dumping right now. Even if you look at Nasdaq, it's about down 20% from November, and it's been dumping here as well. A lot of FUD in the market, a lot of issues that we've been facing of late. We can clearly see even the futures and 797 points have gone down and gone down about 2.9% here as well. Things aren't really looking good because of the war and the FUD. Then US lawmakers strike deal to ban Russian crude. So that's going to hike tariffs. There's going to be a lot of further issues coming, and probably we're going to see a higher upside coming in oil prices as well. So the biggest problem that I am really worried about is that America is probably going to enter into some kind of recession. So White House says US needs to be prepared for long, difficult road ahead, which we can clearly see. Even our tech stocks took some nice hit yesterday, going down to 5%, 3%, 6%. Obviously, they're not crypto, so even this kind of percentage for them is very big numbers. And there's a lot of action happening as well. The most concern right now is Biden to sign crypto order as industry faces sanction pressure. This is gonna be definitely something that I am looking forward, and I have seen in my experience that you can't really ban crypto. They've tried everything. Even China tried. but whatever happens, Bitcoin always bounce back. So we'll see what Walter has to share with us today, so he can clearly say Russian President Putin, we only use professional soldiers in Ukraine, because they even had a meeting yesterday. In that meeting, nothing was quite finalized. The only thing that was finalized, that they were going to give them some corridors for civilians to move out from them easily. Like we can see here, Russia plans to introduce humanitarian corridors for several Ukrainian cities from 10 a.m. on Tuesday. So they're going to be having further meetings coming in play as well. And we've also had FUD coming from UK, Canada, because they have been clearly saying that it would be very hard for them to not get oil and gas from Russia, and that is definitely something that's going to hamper markets as well. And we've been clearly seeing the markets internationally everywhere right now are tumbling pretty hard. It's something that is concerning for everybody. It's soaring food prices, and also some kind of FUD and uncertainty that what's going to be coming next as well. So we have to be very cautious here, be very careful while taking trades. Like I always say, keep practicing taking profits. That's the only way we're going to be protected right now. So we jump into the charts, we can clearly see the BTC is still battling and facing resistance from about 39,655. We really have to break this place for us to see any kind of upside coming into the market, because this resistance right now is keeping us quite low. So if we do want to get above, we have to challenge this resistance in the next few hours, especially today. And also if you want to see some kind of inverted hammer that we saw on the weekly to come into play right now. Another concern we have right now is DX5, which is dollar index, has been rising high and higher. And every time it goes higher, we always see that the Bitcoin and other assets suffer, because that's the correlation it has with them. मतलब अगर डॉलर महंगा होने लगेगा, डॉलर के अंदर उतना पैसा आप नहीं इस्तेमाल कर पाएंगे, उसकी उतनी यूजेज नहीं हो पाएगी, तो ऑब्वियसली फिर बाकी जिसके पास डॉलर से भी उसको स्टॉक या क्रिप्टो खरीदना है, वो भी इतना इफेक्टिव नहीं रहेगा. So we jump into Ethereum, we can clearly see Ethereum is still at that spot where we were very concerned and cautious. And the other factor that's very concerning right now is there's not been much volume for the past 2-3 days when it comes to ETH. तो हमें चाहिए ETH के अंदर थोड़ी सी volume आए, so ETH can have a good bounce. We're still waiting for it to come back to this support levels. Either we're gonna experience a 2115, or we're gonna come back and try to establish ourselves around 2600. We did wig there yesterday, but then today has been another red and green candle. A lot of, because there's so much FUD right now in the market, we're totally driven by the news. Technical analysis is working out, but it's not as accurate, because if a news comes ASAP, then we're likely to see the FUD coming into the market within minutes. If we jump into Atom now, we can clearly see Atom he's been in the same regions that we discussed yesterday, has gone a bit sideways if I go into shorter time frames. So we can clearly see it's like exactly following what I drew yesterday. It's going up and down, but I would still consider it being sideways, because it's just trading between the ranges of $27 and $29. Not much action going on either. If we look at the volume still looks pretty decent, so we can expect some kind of movement to be coming here as well. We jump into AVAX. Similar situation as well in AVAX compared to ETH. वॉल्यूम इतनी नहीं है इसके अंदर, वॉल्यूम बहुत ज़्यादा लैक कर रही है. वी वुड वांट आइडियली सम काइंड ऑफ वॉल्यूम दैट वी हैड हियर टू कम बैक हियर इन दिस zone as well, for us to break this clearly and probably go to 79 and retest this resistance. We've been regularly going above our weekly downtrend channel, and then we get rejected, and then we trade within these regions. The most important thing right now is we're in a very good falling channel. So most falling channel turn out to be bullish channels. So we do have a clear breakout very soon, then we're going to be expecting a very good upside coming in AVAX as well. We jump into Luna. We can clearly see, we discussed this yesterday, that we would ideally want Luna to build some kind of a base here. It did do that. It even wicked below that. I told you guys that there's a high chance it will go down, retest this zone. It did retest this zone, about went almost to $76, $75, came back right up there, and now it's trying to consolidate around $79 to build some kind of support here. Though we have a downtrend now starting here on 4-hour, 1-hour charts, so we have to clearly watch before taking further entries like we did here, to break out from here, and then ideally we would want to take some kind of entries here when we are certain that we're going to be breaking out like we did here as well. Those are one of the best places to get entries into different coins, and that would be an ideal situation here as well. So do practice that, keep watching and monitoring the markets right now. Now, if we jump into commodities, we can clearly see commodities are having some kind of pullback right now, because there's so much uncertainty right now. There's so many speeches coming from different prime ministers, politicians. and separatists, or however you want to count them as. So those are definitely affecting gold prices right now, silver prices. Oil is up right now at 120, 125. Yesterday went all the way to 130. Gas is right now in a pullback as well. Russia has clearly said that they are going to still do their businesses with the countries that are open to do business with them. We can even see our tech stocks are in a pullback right now as well. So market still has that FUD. Just have to be careful, monitor, be careful while taking trades. Like I always say, right now news for me is more important in the market than what we are seeing generally happening. So this is going to be a very, very key player for us right now. Ideally, we have to break this resistance of 45. Obviously, first we want to break 42 of this zone so we can have some kind of upside, and believe that now we are breaking out from my accumulation chart as well. The key resistance right now that is in play for us is clearly 39,600. We have to break 39,600 before we can expect any kind of upside to be experiencing in this market. So be careful, do take your trades, and make sure to monitor everything before entering or exiting your trades, because there's a lot of FUD right now as well in the market. It's going to carry on throughout the weekend, next week as well, because we know March 16 is going to be Fed's meeting. So this kind of upside downside is going to be part of March. But clearly, every time we have FUD, we always have an upside coming in Bitcoin as well. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That's what keeps you motivated. Take care, guys. Bye bye.